Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Purple and white, but you know what I mean. Double 11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collegeville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked I be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collegeville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collegeville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm on my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the chiefin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right. Now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me. K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, all the boys,
High school, champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening to everyone, and we welcome you to Alton High School, home of the Redbirds, as we get ready to bring you some K-Hawk soccer as your Collegeville K-Hawks get ready to take on those very same Alton Redbirds. My name is Todd Duke, and welcome to the football, or excuse me, well, technically I guess it is football, to the soccer fields here at Alton High School. This is our first trip here to the soccer fields at Alton High School. We've only done a few games. Basketball is mostly what we do here at Alton High School, but we're here for some soccer tonight, and it's time for the pregame show, brought to you by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call at 618-343-3602 or online at chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. We are on the roof of the press box here at this soccer field. It is named the Piazza Motor Fuels Field, if you want to get technical about it. And we just watched the JV teams go to a draw, 1-1 tie. No score after one half of play. And in the 37th minute, just 2 minutes into the second half, Alton scored a goal and took a 1-0 lead. It stayed that way until there was about 4.5 minutes left to go in the contest until junior Lucas Zagorski for your Collinsville Kahawks tied it up after a corner kick fell to the ground, and after it was batted around by a couple of legs, Zagorski found it and put it in the back of the net, and that's how we ended in a 1-1 tie. All right, let's get you ready for the varsity match between Collinsville and Alton. This, by the way, is the 50th anniversary of the first time that these two teams ever met. That was in 1974. Collinsville won both of those matchups that year. The first one, which is pretty close to this date in 74, was 3-0, and then Collinsville won later on that year by a score of 7-0. Collinsville comes into this contest 1-3-1 on the year. They are 1-2 in Southwestern Conference play, and they are coached by Rob Lugge. He is in his 8th year as the head coach at Collinsville High School. 118 wins, 45 losses, and 7 ties. Alton, they are 4-4-1 on the year. They are also 1-2 in conference play. Greg Nasello is their head coach, and this is his 2nd year in that position since taking back over, because he did coach the team from 1998 to 2009. You add all of those along with last year and the 4-4-1 record this year, and Nasello has a overall record of 117 wins, 141 losses, and 31 ties. Kahawks are trying to snap out of a 3-game losing streak, the program's first 3-game losing streak since losing 3 straight in September of 2019. All 3 of those losses 5 years ago were on the road at Belleville East, at Edwardsville, and at CBC. This year, 2 out of the previous 3 losses were road matches. 3-1 at Belleville West, 3-0 at CBC, plus the 3-1 loss at home to O'Fallon. In the last 2 matches, Collinsville was scoreless with both O'Fallon and CBC after one half of play. O'Fallon scored 3 times in an 8-minute span in the second half of that 3-1 loss, and CBC scored back-to-back goals in a 2-minute span, plus another 14 minutes later in the second half of that 3-0 loss on Thursday night. In that CBC game, starting goalkeeper Braden Hinson went down with an injury at the 30-minute mark with 4 saves on 4 shots. Senior Davide Santiari came in and played the final 50 minutes. Santiari allowed 3 goals on 8 shots. Collinsville was called for 12 fouls in that match compared to just 2 for CBC. Corners, CBC had 6, Collinsville had 5, and the Kahawks had 5 shots on goal. Alton is off to one of their better starts to a season. Last year, the Redbirds won 5 games during the entire 2023 season. They've already won 4 this year. Last season, Alton started off 0-9 before winning that first match and never did win 2 in a row. This season, the Redbirds won their first 2 games out of the gates and did so by outscoring their opponents 10-3 with a 6-0 win over Jerseyville and a 4-3 win, over Duchesne. That was followed by a 4-1 loss at Alton Marquette before Alton won 2 of their next 3 matches, which included a 1-1 mark in conference play, a 2-1 win at Belleville East, and a 1-0 loss at Edwardsville. Alton is 0-2-1 in their last 3 matches, though, a 1-0 loss to Belleville West and a 5-1 loss to the Alton Marquette Explorers, the second loss on the year to the Explorers. And the tie came in between those 2 losses, a 2-2 tie at Parkway North. Alton, by the way, has scored 22 goals in their 9 games. Collinsville has scored 4 in their 5 games, and they are tied with Belleville East for the lowest amount of goals scored. And Alton's 22, that is the most in the Southwestern Conference. Had a chance just a little while ago to catch up with Collinsville head coach Rob Lugge. We will pass that conversation on to you next as the Chiropractic Works pregame show continues right here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue. New injuries per se, also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot ankle problems. Overall, the OrthoGold TRT soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future. Create your inheritance. To build your vision. To anticipate the known and unknown. And to find potential in both. And build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem.
It's probably the largest purchase you'll ever make. We have 5 agents on our team.
We cover about an hour radius around St. Louis.
We grew up here. We know every town like the back of our hands.
Our job as realtors is helping someone find their dream home, whether it's a family or an individual. We just want to do everything that we can to keep the process as simple and as stress-free as possible for you.
The Blaylock Group, the official realtors of the Kahok Sports Network and Kahok Athletics. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site, right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027, or online at oldheraldbrewing.com.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the soft wave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We're at Alton High School for a little soccer. This is the first time I've actually been at the high school for a soccer game, and we got some real grass out there to deal with too. It's a kick in the grass, isn't it, Coach? Yeah. All right. Coach Rob Lugie joining us here, 8th year head coach for Collinsville. Let's jump back in time a little bit, Coach. Go back to the O'Fallon game. 0-0 through the first half, 3 goals by O'Fallon in an 8-minute span. So talk us through what you saw during those 8 minutes.
Well, them score a lot. So first goal was an own goal on us. Chris had a foul like deep in our end in the corner. Kid crossed it, hit the middle of his leg and just bounced past Braden Henson, who was coming out to get it. The next 2 goals were just poor defending on us from balls coming in across as crosses. We've had a few of those this year, more than I would like to talk about. That's something we need to fix.
We almost had a goal there that went off of TJ Carter while he was out there rolling around on the ground. And if it wasn't for him being offside because he rolled past the defender, that would have been a nice feather in the cap and would have given you guys a lead.
That would have been nice. Unfortunately, TJ fell over and, the ball hit him. It just kind of is what it is. It's early in the season. We're just kind of sorting some things out in hopes that we can start progressing every game, in a positive way and be prepared for playoffs.
Bright spot is the Chris Munoz goal. That looked pretty good.
Yeah, I think Chris, he was looking for that all game. And, their goalie, while he's talented, he's a little too aggressive at times for my taste, and he got caught.
Then you had a unfortunate circumstance when Braden Henson got called for a foul and had to go out, and you had to bring a guy in off the bench that's not typically a goalkeeper.
Well, that was that a foul?
Yeah.
I don't remember that, but okay. What half was that?
Second half.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Okay. All right, well, we'll go on to the next question, though. So, I mean, and sticking along with the same kind of things, that's the first of 2 games where you guys had to fight an uphill battle, and playing uphill is tough.
Yeah, we've put ourselves in some holes early on this season. And all the goals we've given up, have pretty much, besides the 1 goal at Belleville West, have been our fault. So it's trying to figure out how to limit those errors, and then I think we'll be okay. We have a talented group. I keep saying it, and we just need to fix the little things, and I think we'll be okay.
All right, talk to me about the CBC game, a game that I did not go to. Same kind of thing. You guys scoreless after 1 half of play, and then they get 3 in the second half.
So that game, Braden Henson got hurt with 10 minutes left in the first half and had to come out and wasn't able to go back in. And poor old David Day, who's a foreign exchange student, has never played high school soccer before, got thrust into a game against CBC. So it was just, 3 goals that were poor defending, poor marking on our part. But again, we were creating chances. That's the frustrating part is, we're having a couple errors in the back and we give up goals and we create chances and we can get nothing out of it. Again, we're just going to continue to push, try and fix the errors in the back and, maybe some point we'll get a break and a ball go in the net for us.
I heard from bystanders who watched that game that other than the final score, that you guys played pretty well.
Yeah, I guess it was a good game. We attacked. We played more on the front foot a little bit, and we were getting after it. It's just our numbers, we were just kind of spread out a little too much, and whenever we got forward, our numbers weren't up there. So it makes it difficult to score whenever you're 1v2, 1v3.
All right, you guys lost a couple of games early in the season due to weather situations. So, like, Alton's played 9 games already. You guys have played 5. Is it a matter of your team trying to find that chemistry?
Yes. And once it comes, I think it's gonna work out well. But yeah, losing the Triad game, the Columbia game, it's just, and then just the issues with having to practice. The 1 week we couldn't go outside. It all takes its toll. But it's still just the errors that we're making on the field that need to be fixed.
You guys are playing Alton here tonight, and by the looks of it, they seem to be better than they have been in recent years. They only won 5 games all last year. They already have 4 wins this year.
Yeah, they're a good team. I've watched some film on them. They play well. They're well coached. They're disciplined. They just do the little things right now that we're not doing. So the hope is, we can come out and play hard and make the game simple out on the grass, not do too much, and getting forward in attack.
Tell me the keys to you guys pulling out a win here tonight.
Defending well, not giving up, not shooting ourselves in the foot whenever it comes to people around our box, and following runners on the backside. And then getting numbers forward. While like the first half at O'Fallon, we defended well, but like we were trapped in our own half for a while. Like we've got to get numbers forward and attack. While I want shutouts, you can't win a game if you don't score goals. So getting numbers forward is a big deal for now.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
Rob Lugie, your Collinsville Kahok head coach. We'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, we'll throw some starters your way and some stats if we have some time. We'll do all that here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had a ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the Shockwave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It's just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had the surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975. Looking for a new place to catch the game with cold drinks and great food? Look no further than 1101 Bar and Grill in Caseyville. 1101 Bar and Grill features pizza, burgers, wraps, and salads, plus 7 large screen TVs to catch the latest Kahok games and all the pro sports across the spectrum, plus all the college football and basketball you can handle. 1101 Bar and Grill in Caseyville, 1101 Caseyville Road, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Call 1101 Bar and Grill for carryout orders at 618-223-1332.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Owner Jay Merkel and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, no matter what you drive: cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for you and your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 618-977-1224. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details, 618-977-1224. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 1966 Vandalia, Collinsville Barbecue Supply is your one-of-a-kind barbecue headquarters that focuses on everything barbecue and cooking, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, in-person class instruction, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts, including an in-house chef and pitmaster. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning sauces and rubs that supports our nation's first responder and military organizations that focus on the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by, see the guys at Collinsville Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of the 4-time world champion Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at collinsvillebarbecue.com or call 618-855-8855.
And once again, we welcome you back here to Alton High School. Collinsville and the Alton Redbirds hooking up in some boys soccer. Here are your starters. We'll begin with the Alton Redbirds. In goal, you'll find Patrick Hennessy. In front of him, Luke Gallivan, Benny Helfrich, Blake Rensing, Deacon Alm, Jack Lombardi, Dylan Cohen, Alex Tutkin, Gage Anderson, Braxton Campbell, and Chad Forney for Collinsville. Back in goal, Braden Henson after that injury at CBC, and in front of Mr. Henson, you will find Vince Palisamo, Juan Carlos Doria, Mikey Suarez, Jake McIntyre, Giovanni Mann, Ty Starko, Chris Munoz, Mikey Ortez, TJ Carter, and Dominic Mann. One more break coming your way. When we come back, we'll have some soccer for you. Back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884. The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org. Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
Once again, we will welcome you back here to Alton High School and Piazza Motor Fuels Field. My name is Todd Duke. We are up on the rooftop of the press box here at this soccer-only facility. And on the other microphone, we have Mr. Brett Borm, and on camera, we have Mr. Chris Keller. How you doing there, Mr. Borm?
I'm doing good. Coming in hot today, Todd.
Coming in hot from some girls' golf.
Girls' golf senior night with my daughter, Ella Borm.
How'd she do, and how'd we do?
We lost. She shot a 48. Respectable.
Yeah.
Had a good day, and you know what? Coaches and her teammates made it a special day for her.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
And it was only a 9-hole tournament, right?
9-hole event against Highland. Let me tell you, Highland stacked with some golfers over there, buddy.
Yeah. And the boys won. I just got a message from Colin Moore, the head coach there. Well, they finished in 5th place out of 17. I got the particulars on my phone, but my phone is in kind of use right now as
It's probably why you didn't answer when I called.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I was like 5 seconds away from getting ready to go on when I saw you calling.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's all right. All right, so let's get you set for this one. In goal, we told you that the Patrick Hennessy and Braden Henson for Collinsville. Hennessy for Alton this year, 605 minutes. He is responsible for their record right now at 4-4-1. He has 1 shutout, and he has allowed 16 goals with 42 saves for Braden Henson. 348 minutes. He is 1-2-1, and he has allowed 7 goals, and he has made 16 saves. Leading scorer for Collinsville is Chris Munoz with his 2 goals so far on the year. And tell you what, Alton, man, they've already scored 22 goals on the year, and that is saying something for them because all of last year, they scored 35. They won 5 total games last year, and they're already up to 4 wins this year. So they have improved.
They have. I hear they got a goal scorer too. I wasn't here to hear your pre-games to see who that was.
Dylan Cohen leads the team with 8 goals. Gage Anderson and Chad Forney have 5 each.
Those are impressive numbers this early in the season.
Yeah, that's 18 of their 22 goals right there, just between 3 guys. All right, Collinsville out there in the white uniforms. They wear the white on the road. They wear the purple at home. And the Alton Redbirds are out there in red uniforms. They have white short sleeves. Numbers on the fronts and the backs of their uniforms are in white. Collinsville has their numbers in purple. And we are underway at this big, expansive field. When I was sitting out in my car just looking out, it looks like it kind of goes downhill from left to right. Could be just optical illusion, but that's the way it looked from my car.
It could be. I know Collinsville historically over the years has not performed well on this grass field. It's usually pretty thick.
Yeah.
Doesn't look too bad today.
There is an opportunity for Collinsville in the 18-yard box. Munoz with a shot, and that one, I believe, got tipped off of one of the Alton players and over the net, so Collinsville is going to have the first corner kick of this game. Did you happen to make it out to the CBC game?
I did not.
No?
Nope, I did not make it to that match. Unfortunate 3-0 loss, I believe, correct?
Yep. Same thing that kind of happened with O'Fallon at home. No score through the first half, and then the opposing team gets 3 goals in the second half.
Yeah.
No corner kick there. It was more like a corner pass, and it finds its way back over to Munoz. He chips one toward the goal, and Hennessy is there with the save.
Collinsville coming out with a little bit different lineup. I see 2 new starters with Palmazzano and Mikey Ortiz. A little different look, moving T.J. Carter into the midfield from the wingback spot, and McIntyre here as a wingback. So a lot of changes for Coach Luggie in the last couple games since you and I have been together.
Yeah, well, I interviewed him during the pregame interview, and I asked him, I said, you lost those first 2 games of the year against Columbia and Triad, so you guys have only got 5 games under your belt while everybody else is at 8 or 9.
Mm-hmm.
I said, is that kind of messing with the team chemistry? They haven't really found the way to gel yet? And he's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that was very disappointing to have those 2 early games canceled. You want to get those non-conference matches out of the way and kind of get some games under your belt.
Yeah, because the first game Collinsville played in was a conference game.
Right.
Yeah, that's no way to start the season,
Not
right?
at all.
Yeah. All right, back to midfield we go, and here is Braxton Campbell for Alton. He tries to send it up, but that's rejected, but he finds the ball again after Munoz tried to feed one of his players over here. I believe that was Vince Palmasano that was coming up the side. And now the defense, and Jake McIntyre will just punch the ball back over to Henson. Collinsville does a nice job keeping it in, but they sent it to the guy wearing the red clothes, not the white clothes. And that one's going to find its way through a crowd of people, and Henson will have no problem picking that up. Henson was hurt in the 30th minute of that CBC game and didn't play again. And the exchange student from Italy, Davide Santiari, came in and played the rest of that game, and he was the one who was out there when all 3 goals were scored against.
That's unfortunate. I had not heard about the injury to Henson. Clearly it's not something too serious if he's back at it today.
Yeah, well, they said it was the same knee that he's had problems with over the last couple of years, and
Yeah.
I think it was more of just being precautious
That's understandable.
than anything. But after a few days, he felt all right, and he's back in there.
Well, that's good.
There's a ball that was headed into the box and it's picked up over there by Hennessy. We're just underway here in this first half, about 36.5 minutes left to go. 40 minutes per half. JV teams, 1-1 tie. It was a draw, 0-0 of the first half of that game as well. And then 2 minutes into the second half, Alton scores, and it stayed 1-0 Alton all the way up until there were 4.5 minutes left when junior Lucas Zagorski scored a goal and tied it up, and that's the way it stayed, and a 1-1 was your final. Here is Ty Starko. Starko sends the ball up to midfield, but out of bounds, and Collinsville will have to watch Alton throw the ball in between the benches. It's a beautiful night. Sun has already settled down behind the trees. It was bright and sunny and hot up here when I first got up here to set everything up. We tried to set up in the press box, but their windows are weird.
Well,
the top ones don't go down. They don't move at all.
Okay.
And the bottom ones go up, but there's screens in front of them. So in order to get a good shot, there was no way that was going to happen because once the sun goes down, the lights in the press box get turned on. That glare on the window will mess with the camera lens, and you wouldn't be able to see anything. So I opted to be on the roof.
Well, I'm trying to envision you get all your gear up these little narrow steps they've got for us here to climb
Well, I got
up
my
grandma's attic.
I got my computer back up here with no problem at all. But my big old bag, there's a pop shot that's going to go over. The big old bag full of the equipment, I had to have the gentleman down below who's the PA announcer lift it up for me, and then I just grabbed the handle and yanked it on up.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's one of the most unique scenic
Yeah.
views we've had from, various press boxes that we've done. We get nice views.
Yeah.
It's nice.
We're
Nice
used to being
complex.
inside of a press box, not outside, so you get the whole 360 view here.
It'd be different.
Well, we do anyway.
If it was, like late October, we might have a different view of this.
Oh, yeah.
point
Or
of
if it
view of
was
this.
raining.
Mhm.
If it was raining, I'd be in the press box, and you'd all have to suffer through a glare on the window. Collinsville keeping it down in the offensive zone for a while here. And fighting for the ball here is Munoz. Munoz will tip the ball over, and he will find that Giovanni Mann. Now he gets the ball over here to Palmisano. Palmisano's had some good minutes in the JV game, so he's earned himself a little call-up.
He sure has. As a sophomore, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be a corner kick. That was a deflection. I
Sure
saw
was.
that. No, Palmisano certainly has earned the call-up, as you said. I know he scored some goals last year at the JV level, so good for him.
Yeah.
It's weird. I see Trey Peterson wearing number 3. That's the number I'm used to. So when I see Palmisano wearing that, I want to call him Peterson.
I know. I'm the same way, man. You know how many times I wanted to say Dane Compton?
It's going to be a while before that habit breaks.
That's the nature of high school sports,
Yes, sir.
Collinsville throws the ball in. Ricochets off of both a player for each team there, and Collinsville still trying to work the ball up. That is Suarez, isn't it?
No, it's Doria.
Doria.
4, yep.
Doria had to go off of him, and then another rocket shot that ends up finding its way out of the field of play.
Juan Carlos is such a very, very technical player, but sometimes he just struggles to get that ball off of his foot. He can beat players 1 and 2, tries to get to 3, and by that time it gets stripped. I'd like to see him distribute more from that striker position to trailers.
Well, knocked that one out of bounds on accident, and that was Jack Lombardi. And as soon as he hit the ball, he knew it. He put his hands on top of his head, and, man, I can't believe I just did that. Patrick Hennessy in goal for Alton. He's just a sophomore. Matter of fact, both of their goalkeepers are sophomores. Nolan Snyder is the backup. And I believe if I counted the signs right, we have 7 or 8 seniors for Alton this year.
Oh, heavy.
Here is Dominic Mann, and he'll send it back into the 18-yard box. And I'll tell you what, man, Chris Munoz was in the right spot, but that Alton player, the one we just told you about, Jack Lombardi, stepped right in front of him and headed that ball away at the last second.
I had heard the rumor mill was circulating over the weekend that Munoz had suffered an injury. My son had reported that to me since he came home this weekend, that Chris was hurt. But here we are back in the starting lineup, so he must not be too bad.
I just got a text message from Katie Mitchell giving me some ladies golf. I'll get all that stuff posted once I get home. I didn't have time to do it once Colin Moore sent me the boys' results. I'm like, well, I can't do anything about it now.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. Everybody looks forward to the Todd Duke updates on the Kahok Sports Network. You'd be surprised how many people look for those updates. Yeah, it's good stuff.
At least I got something to talk about at halftime.
Sure.
Man, that ball almost went over the fence and down the hill. Nice save over there by the ball boy with one hand. Collinsville back at it again. Here we go. Here is Munoz. Munoz, he got stepped right in front of, and that was a nice play there by Luke Gallivan. And then the Gallivan Express will head it back the other way. Boy, that number 22 is a big, tall guy out there.
Boy,
Chad
you're
Forney.
not kidding. I saw him at in the starting lineups. He's a giant.
Yeah, he is.
How old is he?
Chad Forney. He is a senior.
And who'd you say their goal scorer was again?
That would be Dylan Cowan. That is number 13. He's also a senior. Back out to midfield, and Collinsville will send it back down, but it misses the head barely of Palmisano. He was in the right spot. Here's T.J. Carter, who's pinching in the middle, and he makes a pretty good play and stays with it. Sends it on back to Doria, and Doria tried a little toe tap over to his teammate, but that totally missed the mark. Either whiffed on it or just didn't hit it hard enough. And now back out to midfield we go, and that is Mikey Ortiz. I don't think I've called his name all year.
I thought he started the season injured, Todd. He wasn't dressed for at least the first couple games.
Yeah.
So seeing him in the starting lineup either leads me to believe that he was injured and is healthy and ready to go.
All right. Well, we can use all the healthy guys we can get.
For sure.
There is Alton playing a little bit of defense, trying to send it up to the forward positions, but having a hard time doing that. Here is Cohen, the leader in goals for Alton at 8. And right through the midfield circle here. Kind of hard to guess yardage when you don't have those football yard markers down there, huh?
Yeah, it's a legit soccer field here.
It is. There's another chance for Forney, and he'll put it up into the 18-yard box, but Collinsville takes care of that. Here is Ty Starko. Starko has a lot of room in front of him, but he sends it down range. It is Munoz trying to chase it down just outside the 18-yard box. He makes the turn, and he puts a shot in. It's good. Collinsville scores, and the Kahawks take a 1-0 lead. Nice to have a lead for a change instead of fighting uphill.
Absolutely. I did not catch who played that ball over the top to Chris Munoz, but he did turn on the Jets, was able to beat his defender, took that goalie on one-on-one and put it in the back of the net. Well done, Kahawks.
29-36 of the first. Collinsville up 1-0. And, yeah, that's our first lead in a while. Yeah, could be. So the Kahawks score first and have a 1-0 lead. And there's still a long time to go, so let's hope we can get some more of those. Here is Blake Rensing. Rensing will send the ball up. Trying to chase it down is Deacon Aum. Aum will give way, and he'll get out of the way for Dylan Cowan. Yeah, Cowan over here by the corner flag. Trying to work himself around Starko. Starko's having no part of it. TJ Carter gets in front of that call. No, that's what I said. He got,
I'm sorry.
He got fouled by Dylan Cowan.
You're right.
And Collinsville.
Starko doing a great job.
Yeah.
1v1 defending down here in this near side corner.
Here is Henson. He'll send the ball back down range, and Collinsville will go give it a chase, see if they can get another goal on board. Alton's defense sends it back to Hennessy at goal, and Hennessy knocks it out of harm's way right off of the foot of Forney at midfield. And now we'll play chase as Alton has the ball near the midfield stripe. They'll send it on up to Gallivan, and Gallivan will shoot the ball on up to the forwards, trying to spring Deacon Aum there, but a nice job over here by Collinsville's defense to step right in front of that would-be pass and take care of it.
McIntyre looking for a ball.
Yeah, he was
here, but
he was calling for it like a wide receiver on a football team. I'm open, man. I'm open. Nice move. Here is TJ Carter with a chance. He gets tripped up in the box. And no call on the play because he stayed on his feet probably.
If he would have went down, he might have been able to sell that.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
So instead, it's just going to be a goal kick restart coming up here for Hennessy. Just under 28 minutes to go here in this first half. 1-0 in favor of Collinsville. Kahawks trying to snap a 3-game losing streak. They have not lost 3 in a row since 2019.
Holy smokes. That's a long time.
Yeah, 5 years.
That was pre-COVID year. That was the year before my son's group.
Yeah. It was lost to, and they were all 3 on the road, too, that time. Belleville East, ooh, man, it just went wide. Belleville East, Edwardsville, and CBC. This time, it's Belleville West, O'Fallon, and CBC.
Yeah, I watched some of that. Did you do the O'Fallon game?
I did.
Yeah. I don't know what happened in that match. It just
well,
seemed
coach
like
says defensive breakdowns.
It was that's probably pretty accurate. The defense did not look as good in that match as they did against Edwardsville.
Yeah.
2 totally different personalities between those 2 games.
There is Hennessy. He'll kick the ball over here to Rensing. And Rensing trying to work himself around Connor Pickering, who came into the game. And Carranza, he's out there as well. Got to match up that big body against Forney with Carranza. Now Carranza gets the pass. He'll chip it on up to Pickering. And Pickering gets shoved out of bounds. A little bit of a check there, but a nice play.
That's a nice ball
by
Connor.
Juan Carlos Doria. And Doria is going to put on the move, but it's offside.
I have to watch that one back.
Yeah.
I'm trying to understand that, too.
One of the Kahawk fans out here saying, how is he offside?
It looked to me like Connor had played that ball just as Doria was making that run into space.
Coming up on 26 minutes left to play here in this opening half. 1-0 in favor of Collinsville. And we're going to have a kick from, where are they going to put this anyway?
Right outside the 18.
Okay. Yeah, I know you got to watch that. It'll shake that camera too.
Sorry.
Jack Lombardi will send us back to action here, and he doesn't get it very far, and stepped in front of by one of the Kahawks there. That would be Giovanni Mann. Stepped right in front of Luke Gallivan, the intended target, and that one is going to go out of bounds. And
this linesman's not even giving an indication, and it's right in front of him.
Yeah. They ended up giving that one back to Alton. I think that should have been our ball.
It should have been our ball.
Yeah. Collinsville does get the ball back, and Chris Munoz tried to do a little heel kick there and get it up to Pickering, but that never worked, and now Alton is with it inside of Collinsville's offensive 18-yard zone there, and Collinsville gets another ball back, and TJ Carter will send one to the net. And a save by Hennessy. Hennessy will send it back out to midfield. Alton has not registered a shot on goal yet. Well, it'd be all right if they didn't do that at all for the rest of the game.
Oh, tie.
And that one's going to go over the end line, or excuse me, the sideline, but we have a whistle inside the box.
Ty was trying to shield that Alton forward off the ball, hoping that it was going to go over the end line, and it didn't make it over the end line, and that forward was able to cut right in front of Ty right before the ball went out of bounds.
So Collinsville, from the defensive 18-yard box, sends it out to midfield. Alton sends it right back into their offensive zone. There's a nice little turn by Dylan Cohen. Cohen sends the ball up and almost got through a couple of Kahawks there. They didn't know where the ball was for a minute. And now that ball is going to make it all the way downfield, and Alton will just send it on back to Hennessy. And Hennessy will take, oh yeah, I kind of mishit it there. Here is Juan Carlos Doria, who found himself a gift. Gets around one defender, puts it into the middle, and I thought Carranza was going to take a shot.
Wind up and hit that.
I'm telling you, looked like he was too. Collinsville sends it right back to the 18-yard box, and Hennessy will just bend over and scoop up that rolling ball with no problem.
I'm watching this Cowan kid, the senior, with the goals for Alton. I can see where he's a dangerous player. He's very tenacious, very quick on the ball.
There's your two big bodies going at each other right there, Carranza and Forney. That'll be a fun match to watch. At midfield, 23-20 left to play here in this first half. Collinsville leading 1-0 on Chris Munoz's third goal of the year. Here is TJ Carter. Carter.
What are we doing, boys?
Yeah, I'm not used to seeing Carter playing in the middle of the field. I kind of like it, though, so far. Pickering trying to chase down a loose ball. Still trying to chase it down, and then the player that he was with falls down. Here is a pass over to Doria. Doria just out in front of the 18-yard box, looking for a little help. We'll send it over to the far side, just outside the box still. And trying to turn the corner for a cross. Here comes Collinsville. They'll send it up front. It comes off of a leg, and then it goes in. And a goal by Juan Carlos Doria will make it 2-0 in favor of Collinsville.
You could see that play building on the right side. The Alton defense was just standing still. They weren't going to the ball, trying to clear it. Collinsville was just able to have some combination play there inside the 18. Put the ball in the back of the net. JC Clips.
JC Clips.
22-35. Number 4, Doria.
2-0 in favor of Collinsville as Juan Carlos Doria will pick up his second goal. I like what I'm seeing so far.
I do too.
Yeah.
The changes, I think, probably have made a difference. I'm seeing, and now I'm just really paying attention to see that Mikey Suarez is back at a wing back spot versus where he was playing as a wing mid in the first couple games.
Yeah. Here's a rocket shot, but that's well high and well wide of the goal occupied by Braden Henson. We will not have a post-game show. I told the guys not to worry about trying to make it over here and climbing up in this ladder that goes up to the roof of this press box. I don't want to get anybody hurt, So we're going to still have a post-game show. We're just not going to have a coach's interview.
Would that be workman's comp if they did get hurt?
Probably. I would think so. Coach's comp. 21:45 left to play here in this first half. 2-0 in favor of Collinsville. Nice to be playing with a lead, that's for sure. Beats the alternative.
Well, it does, and on my way here, I was looking at Alton's record just to familiarize myself with some of the teams they've played. They only lost to Edwardsville 1-0. They lost to.
Well, they beat Edwardsville in the penalty kicks.
Did I misread that?
Yeah. Tied Rochester.
My apologies.
Yeah. Losses, 3 losses in a row. Yeah, that's their only win so far is against Edwardsville. They had that tie against Rochester, and then they had the 3 losses. Belleville, West, O'Fallon, and CBC. So nice to see them get a lead. As Chris Kettler mentioned a little while ago, they haven't had a lead since they scored that first goal against Rochester.
Am I looking at Max Preps wrong? 4-4-1.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about Alton? I thought you were talking about us.
Yeah, I'm talking about Alton.
Oh yeah, they lost to Belleville West by 1 goal, and they lost to Edwardsville by 1 goal. And they have beaten Belleville East, so they are 1-2 in conference play. Belleville East might be one of the bottom teams in the Southwestern Conference this year.
Yeah, it looks that way.
They've only scored 4 goals coming into tonight, and that's the same amount of goals that Collinsville has scored. I know that if you look at the schedule, it says 5 goals, but that 2-1 win against Edwardsville was a PK win, so you can't really count that goal.
Right.
So coming into this one, Collinsville had only scored 4, but now we're up to 6.
Yep, that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Maybe this will right the ship, assuming we're able to continue the success we're having tonight.
Yeah. At midfield we are halfway through this first half, 2-0 in favor of Collinsville. I'm Todd Duke, Brett Borm on the other microphone. Chris Keller on the camera. First game of the new week for you. We have volleyball coming up for you. Collinsville versus Alton in that one too. That'll be from Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium on Thursday night. And then week number 4. Oh.
I don't agree with that
No,
whatsoever.
No, looks like the player that went down got in front of our guy as he was moving.
I did not see that foul there at all.
I believe that was Braxton Campbell over there.
Yeah. Don't agree.
Yeah, week number 4 of high school football. I have Mount Vernon coming to town. Kahok's looking for a little payback after one of their very few losses last year was at Mount Vernon. And here comes Collinsville again, just outside. Oh, well, that's gonna be a card. That's gonna be a foul. No card.
He didn't even blow the whistle until 10 seconds after it happened. But clearly, foul on Pickering. I would have considered a card there.
Yeah,
just because of the intent.
Nice aggressive play there, but you can't be doing that. That's kind of frowned upon in the game of soccer. All right, Alton has the ball back, and they are trying to make their move up into the offensive zone, and that is exactly what they do, but Collinsville gets there first as Dominic Mann will send it back to Braden Hinson. Hinson won't waste any time sending it all the way out to midfield. TJ Carter off of his head, Carranza off of his shin, and it heads over toward the far sideline, and that's where Alton will come up with it first. Looked like one of the Collinsville players may have pushed that Alton player a little bit, but I think he tripped up more than anything. Alton, right at the end of their bench. And their head coach, Greg Nasello, his second year in his second incarnation as the head soccer coach here at Alton. He coached the team from 1998 to 2009 and then took back over last year. Here is Collinsville sending it up to the front of the box. TJ Carter with a shot. That was blocked out by Rensing. And then kicking the ball out of harm's way was Alex Tudkin. And now Alton trying to send the ball up. Collinsville trying to chase it down. Mikey Suarez is trying to accomplish that over there on that far sideline. That goes across the sideline, and Collinsville will have a throw-in. Very comfortable evening here, that's for sure. It was a hot day, made it up to about 87 or so.
It felt warm.
Yeah, the humidity's at a low level, though, so it didn't feel awful hot and sticky and stuff like that. But I tell you what, here in a little while, it'll probably get chilly because these mornings have been kind of chilly.
I think this week is supposed to be kind of warm, kind of hot, and then you'll see the drop again next week.
Yeah. I see that Monday is supposed to be in the low 80s, and by Tuesday it's supposed to be 80. It's supposed to be like 80 degrees this time of year.
Sure.
And I love the summertime, but after a while I get kind of burnt out on the heat, and I'm ready for a little crisper weather. I don't like the cold at all.
Oh, me neither.
I can't stand cold weather. I'd much rather be hot than cold. But at some point, you know, you look forward to that change in seasons when things get a little crisp, but not cold. Down the line and sending it to the sideline is Mikey Suarez. And we're going to have a substitution going on, one for each team. Carranza will head out. Well, we're going to have two now for Collinsville. Pickering will head out as well.
The first 3 or 4.
Hunter Brinker, is that
Hunter Brinker, yeah, I was about to say, he was playing defense in the first 3 or 4 games, and now it looks to me like they got him as a midfielder. So some wholesale changes for Coach Lugie coming into this match.
Well, after a little early success, I'm kind of liking the changes.
Yeah.
Here is Alton. They'll send one all the way back, and that one's just a little bit too high. That one had some sink on it, but it didn't sink fast enough. And Alton is still looking for their first true shot on goal here tonight, so credit the Collinsville defense for keeping the Alton Redbirds off of the shot sheet. Rodrigo Hernandez Mendoza comes in for Collinsville. Collinsville back on the offensive side of things, already leading 2-0. They try to chip that one into the box, but that's off of the shins of one of the Alton Redbirds, and Collinsville is going to have their second corner kick of this game. And heading that way is Mikey Suarez. Mikey, ready to go.
And heading into the box is Ty Starko. Maybe we can get another head ball goal here. He's standing there right in the middle by himself. Now he's
That's high and heading out the other side, and that one goes in from the corner.
That is in.
How about that?
On a corner kick. It's just something you don't see.
No.
A corner kick goal.
No, you do not. Usually somebody will get to that ball first, but no one did. And Collinsville now goes up 3-0.
I thought I was going to be Nostradamus here because it looked to me like Starko was making that beeline run to the back post to put it in, and then the ball just went in the net. That's things just sometimes just can't explain.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Things that make you go,
Mm-hmm.
Also things that make you scratch your head if you're the Alton coach. How did they get that go in?
Goalkeepers can't allow that.
No. All right, we're back underway as we are inside 15 minutes left to play here in this first half. Collinsville up 3-0, looking for another one. In the box, they put one up front, and it's stopped by Alton, and then it's popped up into the air. Collinsville off of a head, has it roll, comes back out, comes back in. Man, back and forth we'll go here for a while, and the Kahawks are doing an excellent job on putting some shots on goal. Collinsville leading in the shots on goal department right now, 5-0. They lead the game in the most important category, and that's goals scored at 3-0.
Well, here's a change on the left back position for Alton. We're having a lot of success on that right side of the field. And I'm wondering if their coach has seen that and is making some adjustments.
Yeah, a little in-game adjustment instead of a halftime adjustment.
Thus far, I'm not impressed with Alton's defense.
Here comes Collinsville again. Still inside the box. Making a move off of a block. Ball still loose. Collinsville trying to come up with it. They do. They'll send it back into the box. Lots of bodies up there and a shot that just goes off the top of the net right over the crossbar.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice full moon tonight coming up over the high school here to our left, and it's a big orange ball in the sky. You gonna take a picture of that? Is that what you're gonna do?
No.
No? I might. There's a pop shot that's gonna go right back into the 18-yard box. And Collinsville stays with it. My camera just doesn't do anything any justice, though. It looks like a street lamp on my phone. Oh, well, I just lost my feed. How about that? I didn't close that out. I don't know why I did that. 12:18 left to play here in this opening half. 3-0 in favor of Collinsville.
That's a good ball by Starko. Again, we're just smoking this right side of the Alton defense. Well, it'll be their left side, our right wing.
Collinsville trying to bring it in the box, but it ends up going across the line. Collinsville put it there, so it'll be a goal kick restart coming up here for Patrick Hennessy. Hennessy has allowed 16 goals on the year, and he's allowed 3 more here quickly.
Number 4, Owen Sutton. Number 23, Michael.
Owen Sutton will come into the game, and Michael Anderson will check in for Alton as they continue to try to mix things up here to try to have an answer to this Collinsville 3-goal outburst here in this first half. See if they can figure things out. Mix and match as they go along, moving the chess pieces around the chessboard. Collinsville finds a loose ball. Starko We'll just circle around with it for a while. Nice leisurely stroll on a Tuesday evening. Gets a little pressure from behind by Anderson, who just came into the game. And then it's sent downfield. Collinsville trying to corral it on offense. Can't do it. Off of one of the Alton players. It'll end up out of bounds. Collinsville will have a throw in. As we approach 10 minutes left to play here in this first half. And all Collinsville here in this first half.
Looks like Jackson Kiefner has entered the match over on the well, now he's in the middle of the field. That's the first time we've called his name tonight.
Yeah.
Coach Lugie's definitely going deeper into his bench this season than he has in years past.
Collinsville will get a throw in down at the corner kick area. Everybody getting in their positions. And the throw in will come in right across the line and get sent right back to where it came from. And then a ball right out front, settled down over there by Hernandez Mendoza. And then it comes loose. Collinsville pops it right back into the 18-yard box. Alton sends it right back out, and then a couple of bodies fly up in the air trying to stop that ball, but couldn't do it. TJ Carter is out ahead of the play, looking for a pass from Giovanni Mann. Mann will send it up into the front of the box, and it's stopped there by Alton, and then the Alton Redbirds will try to head back the other way. Collinsville clogs it up there for a little bit. And then a little sidestep kick over there, trying to spring Huntebrinker, but never made it to Tyler. And then a loose ball over on the far side. Circling around is Kiefner. Kiefner only has one defender in front of him. Sends it up into the corner, and a shot, and that one is right on goal, but
I'm sorry,
caught by Patrick Hennessy.
I can't control the floor here.
Yeah, no. We have this metal corrugated stuff on the roof, and take a wrong step, and it pops back and forth. It buckles. It buckles, but it stays. I'd be worried otherwise. There's the ball sent out front off the back of the leg of one of the Alton players, and then kind of a little miscommunication there between Mann and Carter, but Collinsville gets the ball back. They'll send it up to midfield, and then using the head there is Deacon Alm. And now we're going to have a whistle as Collinsville took one of the Alton players out. Kind of took his feet out right from underneath him. 9 minutes left to play here in this first half. 3-0 in favor of Collinsville. Chris Munoz, Juan Carlos Doria, and Mikey Suarez have all scored here. For Suarez, that is, I believe, his first goal of the year. Yep, his first goal. Second one for Doria, and the third one for Munoz. So we got 1, 2, 3.
Well, one thing I was going to mention earlier was Collinsville's got to find a way to get more goal scoring out of other players besides named Doria and Munoz.
Yeah.
You know, those two kids come in with a lot of experience, a lot of varsity, experience over the last few years. But we got to find scoring from other players.
Free kick for Alton, and that one's going to come out, and a nice job by Henson. I don't think that was in any danger of going in on the initial kick, but he jumped up and knocked the ball down and then had to dive backwards to stop anyone from getting there first. Collinsville sends the ball all the way down, and then Alton will come away with it. And now Mikey Suarez, who already has a goal, sends it, and that one's popped up off of the head of Huntebrinker. Comes down, trying to chase it down was Hernandez Mendoza, and then a loose ball will end up going across all the way down to the corner flag. And yeah, I don't think it ever did go out, but I think there was already was there a foul called?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. I kind of noticed everybody just stopping and watching the ball roll.
Coming in for Collinsville, Doria and Munez.
Juan Carlos Doria and Chris Munoz check back into the game.
Dylan Cowan, Gage Anderson.
And Dylan Cowan comes back in for Alton. So they had their leading goal scorer sitting out for a while, as did Collinsville. Kahawks are all over the place tonight. They've been looking pretty good offensively and defensively. Alton still has not registered a true shot on goal. So we're kind of happy about that. Collinsville going back to work on offense. Here's Chris Munoz with a nice spin move. He'll put it up in the front of the box, but that's headed right back out by one of the Alton players, and then a little miss hit there by the Alton Redbirds, and they'll travel backwards with it. And a nice job there by Giovanni Mann trying to wrestle that ball away, and then he got called for a foul. So we'll head back the other way. A free kick from a long distance. I would say probably 80 yards. Just a guesstimate.
Pretty close.
Yeah. Free kick on the way into the Alton offensive zone. Collinsville got a little piece of that ball and sent it back out. And now Henson will come out, and he'll take a bouncing ball before anyone has a chance to get there. And that first person who had that chance was Jude Cowan. Got a couple of Cowan boys here.
Got to be brothers, right?
Jude and Dylan. One's a sophomore, one's a senior. Yeah, I would think. Pop back out to midfield. We are under 6 minutes to go here in this first half. We have the Woods Basement Systems halftime show coming up for you. At the conclusion of this first half, we'll see what we can find for you in the world of other soccer scores. We know we have some golf to tell you about, plus the Cardinals are playing their final homestand of the year. Beat the Pirates last night. And there's the first shot on goal.
There's your shot. I'll give those away.
Oh, yeah.
Every day of the week.
Palante pitched a great game last night and beat the
Heard that.
probable Rookie of the Year in Paul Skinnis. Skinnis has only lost 3 games all year and 2 times have been to the Cardinals. Go figure.
Yeah. Cy Young?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be. Here's an opportunity for Alton. They'll get it past one of the Collinsville defenders, and there's another shot on goal. Let's not make a habit of this, guys. Under 5 minutes to go here in this first half. 3-0 in favor of Collinsville.
I just got an update that Edwardsville is down 1-0. Who are they playing?
I do not know. I'm going to go with Belleville East. I don't know. Just a guess. Or are they playing O'Fallon tonight?
I'm not sure. We'll see if my listener can provide me some more information.
Yeah. I think Alton has O'Fallon next. Here's Collinsville with another scoring opportunity. Well, it was kind of a ill-advised pass.
That's got to be back post here inside the 6.
I would have taken the shot. There was 2 guys. There's a shot and a save by Hennessy. That was from way out. 7th shot on goal for Collinsville. 4 minutes to go here in this first half. 3-0 in favor of Collinsville. Yeah, that's
no, I'm not sure.
West or O'Fallon.
Yeah. I'll have to look at Max Preps.
We don't know who we're playing.
We'll get our guy on this over here and our cameraman. He'll come up with something.
Oh yeah, that's part of the cameraman's job at halftime is to find halftime scores. There comes Collinsville once again, and a little tug and pull over there. And then one right in the middle, but couldn't quite have enough juice on it to get it to Doria to get a shot on goal. So it comes all the way back out to midfield. Now we're going to have a whistle, and Collinsville is going to get called for a foul. Okay, so Edwardsville and O'Fallon are tied 1-1. O'Fallon will play Alton next right here on this field, and then Collinsville returns home Thursday to take on Belleville East. Zach Roseman will have that game for you on the Kahok Broadcast Club Students Network while I'm in the gym covering volleyball between Collinsville and Alton. Volleyball in action tonight. As soon as it's over up there, I'm supposed to get some, ooh, boy, right past the near side post here. Supposed to get an update from the coaching staff on how things went, which I would imagine they're probably pretty close to being. They might be. I've got like 6 text messages. That might be one of them.
Based on what I've seen from the Southwestern Conference thus far, I've seen your televised game against O'Fallon, the Edwardsville match. I still think West is probably the team to beat.
Right now they are.
Yeah.
They have the best record so far. Alton has the most goals with 22. Right now they're being shut out 3-0 by Collinsville. I think it's just a matter of the Kahawks needed more games under their belts to find that team chemistry.
Well, and clearly I think it's taken some time to figure out, where the pieces fit into
Right.
the puzzle. I mean, you replaced six senior starters from last year. Those are big pieces to fill, and you got to figure out, what you got.
Under 2 minutes to go here in this first half. Collinsville has owned this first half. They're out shooting Alton 7-2. Collinsville has had the only corner kicks of this game. They've had 2 of them. And Alton looking for a little offensive cohesion here, but Collinsville's defense is doing a nice job disrupting that. Boy, there's bodies banging all over the place out there. That was Rodrigo Hernandez-Mendoza. They both went at each other.
Shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah.
That is not a foul. I'm sorry the Alton guy took the brunt of it, but it was a shoulder-to-shoulder play.
Yeah, sure was. Rodrigo Hernandez-Mendoza doing his fine impersonation there of Devin Habermill. That was Nick Tutkin, I believe, that were clashing with each other there. 1 minute to go here in this first half. Collinsville up 3-0. And a free kick coming here for the Alton Redbirds. This one from about 50 yards away. And it is on the way. In front, didn't get far enough. Collinsville had a player up front in the front of the box to take care of that. And the Kahawks trying to track it down. Almost had an opportunity for a little 2-on-2 action here. Here is Juan Carlos Doria. Doria has a goal in this game. Now he's looking for a little help. He'll chip it up onto the outside for Kiefner. Kiefner will send one in, but too high over the far side post in that corner. And that ball will travel out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick restart here, but not a lot of time left, 15 seconds, and it appears Patrick Hennessy's in no hurry to get that ball back into play.
I'd stick it in my pocket, too, at this point.
Yeah. Hennessy will send a low one back all the way out to midfield. Skips past a couple of bodies. Collinsville will not have enough time to get a shot on goal, and that's the way things in here in the first half, with Collinsville leading by a score of 3-0. And now it is time for the Woods Basement Systems halftime show. Brought to you by Woods Basement Systems in Collinsville, all things basementy. Woods Basement Systems been doing their things in the Metro East since 1986. And if you have water problems in your home, then you need to give them a call at 618-708-4055. 3-0 in favor of Collinsville after one half of play. We'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking. Conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100. Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants, it all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible. But our goals are in line with our teachers, in that we want to see our students succeed at not only being a student, but well beyond that, as we ready them for the world outside of the classroom. We are Union Strong. We are Kahok Strong. We strive to help students reach their potential. We are the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Go Kahawks! Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville or Collinsville locations for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and They do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121 or visit their Maryville or Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium in Uptown Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz, and classic rock is always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium, used vinyl, new vinyl, and hard-to-find vinyl. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's, where you can check out the latest in audio gear, from new top-of-the-line speakers to turntables and receivers, plus all of the accessories. Rich's has t-shirts, record cleaners, turntable needles, wall art, and so much more. If you can't find what you're looking for at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Don't forget to mention seeing this ad on the Kahok Sports Network for a 10% discount at checkout. Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in Collinsville, or call 618-795-1333 or online at richesrecordemporium.com.
Herald Square and Cold Herald, two great additions to the Collinsville landscape. Next to the Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, Herald Square is a new outdoor multi-use event space in Collinsville. Concerts, fun and games, farmer markets, and so much more. Herald Square, a great space for Collinsville's future. And, just off the square's turf, Cold Herald, old-fashioned scooped ice cream gelato, house-made recipes, and premium-sourced product. If you're over 21, ask about the good stuff at Cold Herald. Watch Collinsville grow. Herald Square and Cold Herald, two great new additions, only in Collinsville, Illinois.
The Collinsville Area Community Foundation is our community's charitable foundation. We connect people, support programs, and guide resources to help our community thrive. Our board is made up of local leaders that donate their time and expertise to identify opportunities for long-term community impact in and around Collinsville. Find out more about scholarships, grants, and ways to give back to the city we love by visiting collinsvillefoundation.com.
And once again, we welcome you back into the Woods Basement Systems halftime show. 3-0 in favor of Collinsville here. As we can tell you about some other things going on. How about some golf for you? The boys golf team finished 5 out of 17 teams. I really don't know where. Coach didn't send me that information, but Lucas Owen and Henry Sterneman both shot 77s today, and those are both personal best records. For the ladies golf team, the golfers celebrated their lone senior, Miss Ella Borm, today. And after setting a new personal best on Friday, she led the Kahawks at Arlington with a score of 48. But as a team, the Kahawks fell to a very strong Highland Bulldogs team. Elsewhere, soccer, high school style. Right now, Alton leading Alton Marquette 3-0. Father McGivney over Maryville Christian by a score of 5-2. Metro East Lutheran has a 4-3 lead over East Alton Wood River. And Edwardsville and O'Fallon are tied 1-1. And in the world of baseball, the Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Pirates at Busch Stadium are also tied 1-1. That is going to do it for the Woods Basement Systems halftime show. Again, if you have some water problems in your home, you need to give the folks at Woods Basement Systems a call. That Collinsville location, that number is 618-708-4055. Second half action comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Got questions about Medicare? If you're approaching the age of 65, the answer to that question is a resounding yes. Bill Holton is a former Collinsville Raider and Kahawk football player and is now an independent broker with Senior Health Plans. And he can answer all of those tough questions when it comes to Medicare. Which plan, which part, what's covered, and what's not. If you're approaching the age of Medicare and need those questions answered, let Bill Holton get you those answers. Bill Holton with Senior Health Plans. Call him today at 618-978-2306 or email Bill Holton at william.holton@yahoo.com. Looking for a great place to watch the game with your crew? Look no further than the Lucky Fox Sports Bar in Uptown Collinsville. The Lucky Fox shows Collinsville Kahok sports on the big screen, plus UFC fights, boxing, Cardinals and Blues, and all of the NFL games with the NFL ticket and enough TVs Wednesdays, plus burgers and sandwiches, pizza, steak, and more, including great drink specials and the coldest beer in town. Plus, they have an in-house DJ on Friday and Saturday nights. Dine in and catch a game or order carry-out with the Lucky Fox. The Lucky Fox Sports Bar, 118 East Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Open daily at 11 a.m. Check out the Lucky Fox Facebook page for daily specials. The Lucky Fox, 618-223-1948. To celebrate the life of your loved one should be as special as the person they represent. That's why you will always find the staff at Her Funeral Home in Collinsville ready to go the extra mile to meet the needs of you and your family during those times. For over 100 years, Her Funeral Home has been there for Collinsville and the surrounding communities. Of the many arrangements made after losing a loved one, the first is the selection of a funeral home. The staff at Her Funeral Home in Collinsville can help with that planning. Call Her Funeral Home in Collinsville at 618-344-0187. Her Funeral Home, serving Collinsville families for over 100 years. 618-344-0187. Looking for someone to help get your house in tip-top shape? Look no further than former Kahok Kara Gray with Clean Living Cleaning Services. From bathrooms to kitchens to garages to bedrooms and even commercial spaces, Clean Living is your place to go. Clean Living guarantees expert-level work done by expert-level cleaners. No matter how much grit, how much grime, let Clean Living shine. For more information, check out the Clean Living Cleaning Services on Facebook or call 618-979-9634. A clean space is a happy place. Clean Living Cleaning Services, 618-979-9634.
Todd Duke back with you, along with Brett Borm and Chris Kettler. Back from Alton High School. We're underway here in the second half. Collinsville leading 3-0 off of 3 first-half goals. Now we switch directions. There's a shot on goal and a save, and I believe that is the backup goalkeeper for Alton, and Nolan Snyder. He was the young man, looks just like that, who played in the JV game, so I'm going to go with that. Why not?
Why not? Something to pay attention to as the second half progresses. I do not see Juan Carlos Doria. I do not see Chris Munoz starting this second half. It could be one of those I want to rest my players if I've got the opportunity.
Yeah, why not? Here is Collinsville with another opportunity, and here is Pickering, but he had that ball taken right off of his foot by Davis Bradley. I think that's number 17. Did I see that right? Yep, I sure did. Yeah, with a
3-goal lead, it's
and a game
not
coming,
a bad idea.
And a game coming up against Belleville East on Thursday. So, yeah, you got 2 games in 3 days. Why not?
Right. Agreed.
And then I know that they also have that makeup game against Triad coming up Saturday afternoon, too.
Is that okay? I did not catch that.
Yeah. So they have a 3 games in a matter of 5 days?
Yeah. As you know, this high school soccer season, it's a sprint. It's not a marathon. It's a sprint. And, I mean, you cram, 18 to 22 games in a season in about 2.5 months, 3 months at the most.
There's Snyder sliding out to get that one before Collinsville's Pickering could get there. And he just did get there. Yeah, I mean, of course, the high school sports, man, your goal is to just get better and better as you go along. Wins and losses really don't mean much. Once the playoffs start, man, it's a whole new season.
Agreed with you.
Yeah.
Totally. I mean, how many years were we picked to, be the favorite and, we got knocked out. And got knocked out against Edwardsville in 22, when we were picked to potentially make a state run. So you just never know what's going to happen.
Nope. Here's a shot and a save by Schneider, and if Schneider wouldn't have been in the right spot at the right time, that would have went in.
For sure. That was well struck by TJ
Sure
Carter.
was. Just about 3 minutes gone here in this second half. 3-0 in favor of Collinsville. All 3 goals coming in the first half, and that's offside.
Okay.
My phone is over here. My phone's over here blowing up. My guys that I play washers with, they're all excited about. We're in the playoffs too, and it's win or go home. They texted, and I was, I don't have enough time to text. I'm like, no, not really. If we lose, we come back the following week when we play for 5th and 6th place. 6th place gets $65. Fifth place gets $105. But we are going to try to win tomorrow. We're playing a really good team.
Got it.
Yeah.
My golf team made the playoffs at Arlington.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Always fun to make the playoffs, even though we're old adults now and we just play for fun.
Yep.
But, you know, you get excited when that word playoff gets thrown around. Here is Alton. They'll throw the ball in. We have about 36 minutes and some change left here in this second half, so there's still a long way to go. Collinsville is going to get the ball up, and here is Pickering. Pickering had to kind of go wait for the ball and then got it taken off of his foot. Nice play there by the Alton defenseman, as he's got a lot of juice left in him, doesn't he, man? He's just flying. Off of the head of one of the Collinsville players and out of bounds over there. Throw in coming in front of Coach Lugge. Well, it's a shame I'm not doing that game on Thursday. Not that we've won yet, but I haven't really had a chance to much talk to Lugge in a pregame show after a win yet.
Oh, yeah.
Always nice to talk to coaches in the pregame interview after wins. Oh, a chance for Collinsville and a whistle on the play, and tell you what.
It's a great save by Braden Henson.
Yeah.
Not hesitating and just coming out and going through the ball.
There's a chase down of a ball for it. Goes over the end line, and it stays, and Snyder has to be aware, and he comes out there parallel with that near side post and scoops that ball up right as Carranza was coming in.
He was coming, too.
He sure was. And I wouldn't want to be in his way. No way, no how.
If he had some hands, he could probably be a pretty good tight end.
Yeah.
Big kid.
Yeah, he is. Ball right at the feet of Rob Lugge. Throw in coming up from there for Alton. Kahawks up 3-0. Munoz, Doria, and Suarez all scored in the first half. And near the end of the Collinsville bench. Throw in comes in and gets sent right back to where it came from, and we'll do it all over again. Except this time.
Well, I think Alton was trying to sell it as their throw, and Lugge was trying to sell it as our throw, and I think Lugge won.
Yeah, he did. Because that throw did come in from Collinsville, and the Kahawks go back to work on the offensive side of things. Ball chipped up right there on that far sideline, just outside the box. Now it comes in front, and that was close to being an own goal. That one was off of one of the Alton players, but it went high and wide.
That was a well-played ball by Carranza. Very dangerous ball that caused the Alton defender to kick it out of bounds.
Yeah. Corner kick coming up for Collinsville. This will be corner kick number 3 for the Kahawks. As we approach 33.5 minutes to go. We already got a goal on a corner kick. Straight from the corner, straight into the goal. Let's see if we can do that again. This one is not going to be as fortunate. It's headed out of there by Alton. Collinsville, though, they come away with it. And another try and a save by Snyder.
Collinsville dangerous on these corner kicks so far in this match.
Yeah, not doing too bad.
The balls are played in the right spot. Very dangerous scoring opportunities.
There is Dylan Cowan, who leads the Alton Redbirds with 8 goals on the year, and
no call.
Cowan goes down. I didn't see a call. No need to. Cowan just kind of fell as he was trying to run and pick up that ball once again. Here are the Alton Redbirds, and Carranza. He's trying to wrestle that ball away, and he does a nice job getting it away from Braxton Campbell. Now Carranza looking, and almost kind of like a corner kick, sends it out front and right past everyone. TJ Carter trying to get there to get the ball over to the far sideline. He does so, and McIntyre over there. McIntyre just outside the corner of the 18-yard box, sends it on up for Hernandez Mendoza. Mendoza right in between 2 defenders, then had the ball knocked off of him as he took a little bit too long to make that decision to strike that ball.
Agreed.
So Alton, they'll try to see if they can take advantage of it. They'll send it all the way back up, and just on the outside line of that 18-yard box, an opportunity for Alton, but Collinsville intercepts and sends it right back out to midfield. Nice play there by Collinsville in their defense. Back up toward midfield, little spin move over there going on, and coming away with it is Alton. They'll send one right up inside the 18-yard box off of a body, and then 2 Collinsville Kahawks close in on the guy in charge of the ball, but he still has it, trying to get a shot off, can't do it, and now it's picked up by Henson. No call, even though some of the Alton players had their hands up in the air like there should have been.
They were 1-1 for
Yeah,
sure.
They were. Here is Mikey Suarez. Suarez sends the ball up for Huntebringer. Huntebringer near the sideline. Gets shoved out of bounds, comes back in, circles, and then circles around again and gets pushed down from behind. No call on the play. And then he'll send it back over to Suarez. Suarez will send one over, and it never did bend. It went straight as an arrow.
Yeah, he was not happy with that service attempt.
Man.
The floor.
One wrong step, man, and you're popping things all over the place.
I'm afraid I'm going to mess up his camera over here.
I'm telling you.
Trying not to move.
Wanted to set my clipboard down for a minute and take these headphones off my head for a split second, kind of readjust them. That's all that was. Then I almost ruined the floor. Or the ceiling, whichever you want to refer to it as. Here is Collinsville. Oh, nice.
That was a nice ball.
Yeah,
Just couldn't get through.
Kahok's almost had something going on there. Now at midfield, as we are about 9.5 minutes into the second half. Collinsville 3-0. All 3 goals coming in the first half. Kahok's would like some more. Chance now for Collinsville, and just inside the 6-yard box, and a nice job there by Snyder to pick that ball up. Get the young guys some work. Snyder, as a varsity player, has only played 50 minutes, and he has 1 loss. He allowed 3 goals on 11 shots. There's a shot, and that one's blocked out by one of the Collinsville defenders, and Henson will come over and pick it up before any further shots can be taken.
Starko did a great job of limiting that Alton forward's ability to gain that end line. He did a good job of shielding and keeping him, away from scoring opportunity.
Henson, instead of kicking it out, will throw it out and does a nice job of doing so. Mikey Suarez has it over here on this near side sideline. He's like, yo, go ahead, Dylan Cowan. Go ahead and slide into the ball and knock it out of bounds.
Mikey is one of the best trash talkers I've seen as well. He likes to talk smack. He not bashful about it. Doria entering the match again. Munoz back in the match. That's a good sign.
Yeah, just giving him some rest.
Yep.
Suarez is trying to spring Doria.
First touch.
Loose ball got away, and trying to chase it down there was Kiefner, but
that
that
should
ball
be a
just
corner,
eluded
right?
him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looks like he was going to point for a goal kick. Yeah, Kiefner, if he has a better first touch on that ball, keeps it just a step or two closer, he's got a goal-scoring opportunity. And we're playing.
Yep, corner kick was more like a pass. I don't think anybody was ready for it. And now it's popped up front, and Collinsville trying to settle it down. They do, and it goes over the top of the crossbar.
I understand Mikey Suarez wanting to get that service off, but Chris Munoz was wide open here at the top of this 18-yard box. He could just play that ball right in for Chris to run in on and get a goal-scoring opportunity.
Snyder sends the ball all the way out and out of bounds in between the benches. We're coming up on 28 minutes left to play here in this second half. 3-0 in favor of Collinsville as the Kahawks look to snap a 3-game losing skid. Haven't lost 3 in a row in 5 years, 2019. Got a little fog in the area trying to settle in, don't we?
Something. It's fog, smoke, but
I
I
don't
don't
know.
smell smoke, so
No.
you might be right.
Got a low dew point, so the humidity hasn't been bad. Usually it's when that dew point meets the air temperature, that's when you start building up fog.
So about Dave Murray.
Oh, yeah. If the dew point's, 68 and the temperature's 68, that's when fog starts developing.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stick around, man. I'll teach you a few things.
Hey, this is a give and take relationship
I know.
we have here.
I know. Collinsville with the 3-goal lead and looking for more. Kahawks are playing very well out there tonight. And here is Evan Wilkinson, who's into the game for the first time.
And he was playing significant minutes against Edwardsville and against O'Fallon, and he is a late arrival to this match.
Yeah.
Look at that punt.
Yeah. Henson sends that one about 80 yards down.
Look at this.
Uh-oh.
Look at this.
Gets past
Get an
Snyder and a
assist.
shot and a goal. Oh, boy. Chris Munoz scores his second of the game, and you can give the assist to Braden Henson.
That was a phenomenal punt, something I haven't seen out of him over the course of the last 2 years. That was a low-driven ball with distance. Chris able to run onto it, put it in the back of the net. Assist Braden Henson.
Yeah.
Love it.
4-0 in favor of Collinsville.
I'm sure his daddy down there in the corner is proud of his boy. His father was quite the goalkeeper at Granite City High School. All-stater, probably 1991, 92?
Yeah.
Something like that.
That goal came with exactly 27 minutes left to play here in this second half. Gives Collinsville a 4-0 lead. And the Kahawks have had an answer after losing 3 in a row. They're like, we've had enough of that. That's not like us.
That's right. It's not Kahawk soccer, that's for sure.
Yeah. This is the 50th anniversary of these two teams meeting for the first time.
Oh, wow.
1974 is when they first met. Collinsville won that game 3-0, probably close to 50 years ago today, as a matter of fact. It was pretty close to it. I know it was like 5 or 6 games into that season, so the dates, they don't have the dates written down in the yearbook, so I'm just taking a wild stab in the dark here, but it's got to be pretty close to being right on the money.
Wow. 50 years.
Yeah. Collinsville started playing boys soccer in 1971. Alton started in 73, but they didn't meet for the first time until 74. Played 3 times in 1975. Collinsville won all 3 of those by a combined score of 16-1.
At the time, I'm sure Alton was not considered, well,
their team was only a few years old.
Yeah.
Well, so was Collinsville's. 75, Collinsville's was 4 years old.
Alton's never been regarded as, no offense, Alton, but a powerhouse in boys soccer.
No, because overall, in those 50 years, Collinsville owns a 70-7-2 record against Alton in boys soccer.
Whew.
And that's just in the regular season. Collinsville has not lost to Alton ever in the playoffs. They are 7-0 versus the Redbirds. So you add them both together, Collinsville is 77-7-2 against Alton.
That's not even lopsided. That's insane.
Yeah. They'd have a couple of ties. First tie was a 2-2 draw in 1977. Took till 1976 before Alton finally won their first game against Collinsville. It was a 3-2 win. Collinsville got back at the Redbirds, though, with an 8-2 win that same season. And then they beat Alton 2-0 in the sectionals for the first playoff meeting ever between those two schools. Collinsville ended up losing the sectional championship a few days later, 2-1 to Granite City South. Remember when Granite City was 2 schools? That was back when I was going to school. There's a bouncer that Hinson has no problem with.
Now, were those Southwestern Conference games, were both of them part of the Southwestern Conference at that time, or was that not even?
I would think so.
Okay.
I know it took O'Fallon a long time before they joined the conference.
Well, I think it's probably based on school size, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, the first 10 years between these two teams, Collinsville was 18-4-1. And then the next 10-year stretch, Collinsville only lost once to Alton. Coming up on 24 minutes to go here in this second half. Collinsville in control of this one so far, 4-0. Kahawks are looking pretty good. Here is Carter.
Now you got to just come out injury-free.
Yeah.
That's the goal here at this point.
Getting ready to take on a Belleville East team that, as I mentioned at the start of the night, only had scored 4 goals all year, as well as Collinsville. Kahawks looking for goal number 5 here. Into the middle, Munoz. He was the pass was a little behind me, breaks free, and Munoz gets tripped up by the goalkeeper. No call. Alton finds the ball, and they'll send it out. I think he waited just too long to take a shot.
Yeah. Oh, Chris, you could have had the hattie, buddy.
Yeah.
Just shoot the ball.
Vying for that hat trick. Here's another opportunity, and it's headed down by Alton and kicked out of the 18-yard box by the Redbirds. It rolls down the backside of Gage Anderson and out of bounds. So Collinsville will have the throw in, and Mikey Suarez will handle that responsibility once again.
For somebody who was supposedly injured coming into this match, Chris Munoz has looked good tonight.
Yeah. Here is Juan Carlos Doria trying to spring a little room for Munoz. Munoz got the tip of his toe on that ball, and then it comes out of the box. Settles down for Giovanni Mann, but Mann's shot gets rejected right back to him. Now Palmisano, he tries to zigzag away around a defender and can't do it. Alton comes out, but Collinsville's got defenders back, and they'll just tip the ball back over to Hinson, and we'll start all over again. Hinson doesn't waste any time getting that ball back out. At midfield, here is Wilkinson. Wilkinson trying to wrestle that ball away. Finally has a little bit of wiggle room, but lost control of the ball. Alton has like 5 guys around the ball right now, and they'll send it up trying to spring a little offense here. And here is Anderson. Anderson sends the ball up for Bradley. Bradley's shot is headed out of the box by Collinsville. Comes down for Alm to try to handle it. Alm sends the ball over to Gallivan. Gallivan being watched closely there by Wilkinson, and T.J. Carter will get a hold of the ball and just send it across the sideline.
Looks to me like T.J. Carter's been dropped back into that left back role again where he started the first half.
Yeah, I'm sure that's probably to defend the lead.
Yeah.
Don't give them any opportunities.
Correct.
21 and a half minutes or so to go here in the second half. 4-0 in favor of Collinsville. And the throw-in comes just inside that 18-yard box, then gets taken back over to where the throw-in happened. Alton trying to work it back up for some offense off of a body, and that ball is going to be pushed out on a nice play by Collinsville as Hinson came out to challenge the player, and Mikey Suarez saved his bacon.
Mikey Suarez just cleared the ball off of the goal line. What an amazing job. And yes, saved his bacon. I like it.
Yep.
That ball was tracking. Yeah, it was probably inches from the goal line,
Yep.
right? Yeah.
Sure was.
Great job by Mikey. He gets a goal and he saves a goal.
I noticed they had a couple of their games that were still scheduled at the old West Alton Elementary School where they play the football games.
I love that place.
Yeah, I like that place too. It's old 1930s, 1940s style stadium. Every football game I've ever done at Alton High School has been at that elementary school.
Yeah. It's got so much character.
Yeah.
It's got it's just a fun place to watch a game, and it drives me nuts that they always schedule us or have been scheduling us here for most of the time. They know that we're slow on grass.
Yeah. That ball all the way in, and a header just going to go wide. Nice play there developing for Collinsville. Did everything but finish.
Evan Wilkinson showing those basketball hops, getting up in the air to win that header.
Halfway through the second half, 4-0 in favor of Collinsville. 20 minutes down, 20 minutes to go.
I still feel like Munoz is going to get his hat trick. Something's gonna pop free for him here.
Yeah.
Write it down.
And the Kahawks back to work. It is 8 o'clock here in the Midwest. Nice, comfortable evening here. And an opportunity here for Alton. Here is Anderson. Anderson off the backside of Ty Starko, so that ball didn't get to where Anderson wanted it to go. And now it is Forney. Forney trying to get into the box, and Hinson's going to come out and grab that ball right before it crosses that line.
Well done. He's much more aggressive tonight coming off the line than he had been in that O'Fallon match.
Oh, kicked that one, though. I think he kicked that off of his shin instead of his foot. Kind of popped straight up into the air, and Alton, they'll go back to work. Here is Alex Tutkin.
Suarez is like, get out of here.
Yeah. There's Doria. He was trying to sidestep that one all the way up to Mikey Ortiz and couldn't quite finish it, and that's offside. Thankfully.
Yeah. that was going to be a dangerous opportunity.
Yeah. Well, I saw that the soccer field's under construction. The softball field's under construction. I think they're going to turf that too.
Well, that's good. Yeah. Alton must have found themselves a money tree.
Either that or a generous donor. Collinsville with a shot and a goal by Chris Munoz. The ball pops out of the hands of Nolan Snyder, and Munoz made him pay for it, and Chris Munoz has the hat trick.
I called it. Now, I do not believe that goalkeeper had possession at the time that Munoz was able to get that ball.
Collinsville scoring at 18:07.
5-0 in favor of Collinsville. Yeah. I know that Collinsville's got some construction going on at the top of the hill behind the school. It's supposed to get started in the next couple of weeks as they look to bring baseball and softball on campus. Plus, I believe there's going to be a soccer practice field up there. So Alton trailing 5-0. Collinsville scored 5 goals in their first 5 games, and they have picked up 5 goals here in 1 game.
Sebastian Munoz checks into the match for the first time. Nice round of applause for him and Suarez exiting the match. Mikey had a nice game tonight.
Yeah. Sebastian Munoz, number 20. Collinsville will go ahead and rest some of their starters probably for the rest of this game.
Yeah.
Another opportunity. Here is Hunterbreaker. He takes a shot and a save by Snyder. Collinsville winning the shots on goal battle 12-2 here in this game. Although we'll go ahead and count that shot on goal that was saved by Suarez because it was on goal.
For sure.
So we'll say 12-3 now. 17.5 to go here in this second half. Collinsville enjoying a comfortable lead for a change instead of playing uphill.
Rodrigo was right there waiting on that receiving end.
Sure was.
Nice clearance by Alton.
There is Collinsville's Mikey Ortiz. That one's off of the Alton player and out of bounds, so Collinsville will have a throw-in coming up.
Looks like Tyler Hunterbrinker has adopted that long throw position.
Yeah, gets that running start.
Gets the running start that Gavin Chrisman had a few years ago. Not quite as long as Gavin's, in my opinion.
Off of Carranza's head, and Giovanni Mann had to dodge the referee just to get to that ball. Or should I say the referee had to dodge him. 16.5 left to go here in this second half. Here is TJ Carter. Carter coming into the box, and he'll take a shot, and he scores! Right into the near side post. And Collinsville continues to pour it on here as the Kahawks lead 6-0.
That play starts with a beautiful diagonal ball played by Dominic Mann into the feet of TJ Carter. Beats his defender 1v1 and slots it back post. Beautiful finish for TJ from the left back position. I love it.
Yeah. Goals coming in bunches here tonight for the Kahawks. And they needed it.
I think that 4-4-1 record or whatever that Alton has is definitely schedule related. Yeah. There were some weak opponents in there because I have not been impressed by them whatsoever.
Yeah, they
and we have shut down their leading goal scorer.
Yeah, they won their first 2 games of the year. They didn't win 2 games in a row last year. They started off with their first 2 wins this year. 6-0 win over Jerseyville and a 4-3 win over Duchesne. That one just kind of rolls to Hinson. They've already lost twice to Alton Marquette. And their tie was to Parkway North.
Nice. Come on, Mikey. Take your space.
Another chance for Collinsville. Into the front of the box. A nice play to step up there by the defender for Altoners. That one would have been right on Carranza's foot.
Sure would have.
And he would have been wide open.
Yep.
And we'll send that one all the way down. And now Collinsville, and that one's into the side of the net. So a goal kick restart will be forthcoming here for Braden Hinson. 6-0 in favor of Collinsville.
Have we cleared the bench yet?
I don't know.
Number 2, Juan Rocha.
Yeah, Juan Rocha.
I don't think he's made it yet.
Yeah. Jonah Hazimir. I haven't seen him out there yet either.
Haven't seen him
Oh,
out
well,
there.
there's a foul. You can't do that, Hernandez Mendoza. He just ran right into the backside of the Alton player. A little slow in getting up, but I believe that is Braxton Campbell who does get up. Fans here are calling for a yellow card, but the referee has kept that card in his pocket tonight.
All night.
There is Nolan Snyder, who will send us back to action. I noticed in the JV game, he's got a strong leg. That ball was on the ground. That wasn't one of these pick up and kick it. That was pretty solid hit. Here is Alton. They'll send the ball in, and
Cowan's frustrated.
Yeah.
Cowan's frustrated.
Braden Hinson will send us back to work. He's going to get a little pressure from Dylan Cowan to go ahead and start before he wanted to. Upfield, and Collinsville makes another approach to midfield. They send it in toward the front of the box off of one of the Alton players. Ball comes loose. Collinsville still with it, and trying to poke it through some legs there was Mikey Ortiz. That didn't work out in his favor.
Rodrigo is working, buddy.
Yeah, he is. That one, ooh.
Caught Mr. Referee.
Oh, caught the linesman here right in the little midsection there. He doesn't appear to be too worse for wear, though, as Alton will send in 4 new players. Six to nothing in favor of Collinsville. You know, if they score one more goal, they'll chop some time off that clock.
I remember that from the girls' games.
Yeah.
Shouldn't say that.
I know. You don't like to be on any end of that thing, that's for sure. I mean, it's fun when you're winning, of course, but when you're losing, it's not very much fun at all.
I know.
Under 13 minutes to go here in the second half. 6 to nothing in favor of Collinsville. 3 goals in the first half, 3 goals in the second half. Chris Munoz has a hat trick. Braden Hinson, the goalkeeper, has an assist. And Alton, they're still looking for their first goal. They've only had 3 shots on goal in this game. That one goes across the line, and just as it crossed the line, Chad Forney pokes it away from Sebastian Munoz.
Just played short. We're good. Now we go.
Sebastian Munoz has more hair on his face than I do right now.
He had that when he was a freshman.
I know. I didn't start growing facial hair until I was like into my 20s. Well, it was before that because I was in the Army when I was 18 and they made me shave. I'm like, what do you want me to shave, man? There's nothing there.
Yeah, I remember seeing him come up as a freshman, and I'm like, who's the 20-year-old dude?
No doubt. Who's the 20-year-old freshman?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't listen to my drill sergeants when they told me I needed to shave because I didn't think there was anything to shave. They're like, well, here we're going to do there, Private Duke. I'm going to wake you up every day and stand in front of the mirror and watch you shave. So then I did, and wouldn't you know it, hair started to grow. I think it was mostly just peach fuzz before then.
Carranza looking for help.
Carranza's going to find some. Oh, man.
Hunter Brinker.
Just a miss hit by Hunter Brinker. That ball had a little bounce on it by the time it got to him, and I think it hit him in the shin.
It's a great service by Carranza down that left wing, crossing it right about the PK mark. Unfortunately, Hunter Brinker couldn't cash it in.
More probably off the high ankle than anything. 6 to nothing in favor of Collinsville. As Nolan Snyder, one of the 2 sophomore goalkeepers here for Alton, is ready to send this one back on a goal kick restart. And that one makes it all the way out to midfield. And here's Sebastian Munoz. He'll send it back up, but he was held in the process. So Collinsville will get a free kick. I believe that was Gage Anderson, who kind of held Munoz there for a minute. Now here is Munoz with an opportunity. He'll send one into the front of the box, and Collinsville trying to settle it down to get a shot. Here is Carranza. He'll make his move, and that's off of one of the Alton players, I believe. Yep, that's going to be a corner kick for Collinsville. That'll be their 5th corner kick of the night.
Every single one of these Collinsville forwards tonight have been dangerous.
Yeah, they have.
Rodrigo has been dangerous. Carranza has been dangerous. Hunter Brinker with his opportunities has been dangerous. I like it.
Yeah. It's been a fun game since the last couple of games that I've done have been the loss at Belleville West and the loss at home against O'Fallon.
With Suarez out of the match, we got Starko taking the short corner.
And now Starko will get it back over here on the corner of the 18-yard box, and he'll send one way too high. We're down to single digits as far as minutes go. 9.5 to play here in this second half. Have the day off tomorrow, and we're back with you on Thursday. Same 2 schools, just a different sport. Girls volleyball action from Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Zach Roseman, though, will have the soccer home match Thursday as Belleville East comes to town. I believe that is going to be his first soccer match of the year.
I worked with Zach a few times last year.
Yeah.
During the girls' season. I don't think the boys, correct?
No, he didn't do the boys last year, I don't
Right.
think.
Yeah. No, Zach's learning the game. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
And he puts in the work just like you do.
Yep. He's a good guy. Collinsville with a shot, and I think that was off the off foot, wasn't
Well,
it?
it was the right foot, and that should have been played with his left foot, and he knows it.
Rodrigo Hernandez Mendoza, if he would have shot that with his left foot, it might have had a better chance.
For sure. He's mad at himself. Look at me.
Yeah.
I love it.
Man, I should have shot it with my other leg. Snyder sends that one low. Intercepted there by Owen Sutton. Collinsville intercepts, though. Here is Wilkinson. Wilkinson trying to feed, and
that's a penalty kick.
That should
right
be
there.
a penalty kick. Yep, it sure should be.
He got it.
Man, I tell you what, Rodrigo Hernandez Mendoza was just upended by Nolan Snyder.
Yeah, he did not play the ball. He played the man, and as a result, you're going to get a card.
Yeah, yellow card. He's going to have to go out, and that means they're going to have to bring Patrick Hennessy back in. And Hennessy's got to go over to his backpack and get his keeper gloves out.
Shoot, he's got his sandals on probably. He's got a T-shirt. He's like, I'm done.
I think he just had to grab his gloves. That's what it looks like. So here is Rodrigo Hernandez Mendoza looking for his first goal of the year. TJ Carter scored his first goal of the year. Mikey Suarez has scored his first goal of the year. Munoz came into this game with 2 goals scored. He's going to leave with 5 after a hat trick. Juan Carlos Doria has picked up his second goal of the year.
Is that it?
I forgot to stop the clock.
He stopped it at 8.
Yep. Good thing I was not paying attention and it went down to 7. All I had to do was just change the minute on it.
And this goalie's not looking excited about getting in.
No, he's not. He's got to
like,
re-warm up.
Really? Now he's going to slow things down. He's going to play little mind games. I was a goalkeeper. I know how this stuff works.
Yes, I have seen your picture in the yearbook.
What can I do to throw this guy off? That's your job as a goalkeeper in PKs.
Yep. All right, Rodrigo Hernandez Mendoza, the junior midfielder, with a penalty kick try, and here it is, and he is going to score, and Collinsville leads 7-0.
What I like about that penalty kick, there was no little dinkety dance. There was no, start and stop. He went right at it and buried it.
Yeah, they should have to. Yeah, I was going to say they have to cut the time down to 4. They cut it in half with a 7-goal lead.
Talk about a spanking.
Yeah. So now instead of 8 minutes to play, we have 4. And let Nolan Snyder come back into the game. And we are back underway. So the Cahoks have come out here and made a statement in this Southwestern Conference game, and now we're going to have a foul that's going to go against Collinsville, and that's going to go against Rodrigo Hernandez Mendoza. He's like, man, I just kicked a penalty kick. Now I'm getting a foul. Got upended. I'm a little dizzy.
As we wind this game down in the last 3 minutes or so, I've got to say, I'm very impressed with Collinsville's bounce back.
Yeah.
With a few different losses over the course of the last week or so.
Yeah, because those could be deflating to teenagers,
100%.
man.
But the effort's been strong. The pace of play has been fast and quick. The effort's been good. I love it.
Yeah.
So
defense has been solid.
Yeah.
Here is Hernandez Mendoza once again. He'll send the ball all the way back to midfield. Carranza trying to chase it down. He's got a lot of company wearing red back there. He cuts across the middle, sends it up into the box, trying to get Hunterbreaker, and he almost got tripped up by the keeper, and that keeper, Snyder, stopped that ball just in time before Hunterbreaker could get in there and get a shot.
The difference is that time he played the ball.
Yeah.
And that's exactly right. But Carranza playing a beautiful ball across that 18-yard box. I mean, couldn't have been better.
Sebastian Munoz could have been called for a foul there as he kind of shoved Gage Anderson. Anderson never went down, but still could have got the call. Now Anderson will throw it in just outside the box, tries to get it over to Cowan, who
could be a corner.
And leads this Alton club with 8 goals on the year, and Alton will have their first corner kick of this game.
Well, the goal now is you want to keep the shutout.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Want to keep that sheet clean.
Mm-hmm.
There's the big bodies up there in front, too, man.
Oh, look at those
Chad Forney and Carranza up there together. They tower over everyone out there.
And Henson's got to find a way to get over the top of both of them.
Well, that one's going to come all the way out front. Ping-pongs off a couple of bodies, comes down, and a try there by Forney, but he didn't get enough of it, and luckily it just kind of bounced over to Henson. 4th shot on goal in this game for Alton. And we are down to the final 95 seconds left to play here in the second half. This whole
Look, there's another punt.
This whole game has been owned by Collinsville. Forwards, defensively, midfielders, goalkeeping. Collinsville has been on it, so much so that the goalkeeper has a assist tonight in this game.
He's on the sheet.
He is.
Come on, Sebastian, play the ball. No sense in getting anything started here in the last minute.
Nope. Off of the chest of Cowan, and now we have a whistle.
Handball, I think.
Yep. And it'll be a free kick for Collinsville coming up here. 1 minute to go here in this second half. And the free kick going to be handled by Braden Henson. Again, we'll have no coaches interview for you after this one. We didn't want these guys to have to come all the way up into this box and get on the roof and climb up that ladder. It's not very much fun to climb up. It is very steep.
As I said, I'm not a heights guy, and
no,
I don't enjoy it.
No,
especially going down.
I didn't enjoy trying to get all this stuff up here either. Getting it down, I've already asked Chris Keller to stick around for a little while and help me get this stuff down. Once I get it down, he can go. Here is Collinsville, another chance. Hunter Breaker, he takes a shot and a save by Schneider. And we are down to the final 15 seconds left to play in this one. So Collinsville is going to improve to 1-3-1 on the year, and they'll even their conference record out at 2-2, while dropping Alton down to 4-5-1, and they'll drop to 1-3 in conference play, and that is it. The horn sounds, and this game is over. And a nice statement win there, Mr. Bourne, by these Collinsville Kahawks.
Sure was. I don't remember such a definitive statement win in the last several years. A 7-0 win is pretty good. You know, Collinsville is back on the right path, and hopefully moving forward against East on Thursday, they'll be ready to go. And maybe you'll see some of these changes that Coach Lukey made in this match carry over to the next one.
All right, man. We're going to see you next week for some soccer?
Yeah. I'll check the calendar. I got to see what I got. Thursday, I got to look and see what I'm available with.
Going to see you over the weekend at the Italian Fest?
You will see me there. Yep. I'll be working the football game, and then I'll probably go work Italian Fest for a little bit.
Yeah, well, I got the football game, so I can't be there on Friday, but I'll definitely be there Saturday.
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. Thank you very much. We appreciate you.
No worries.
That is Brett Bourne, and we thank him for hanging out with us here tonight. Now time to transition over to the post-game show, brought to you tonight by LC's Pub in Caseyville. Great food, great drinks, and great service is served up daily at LC's Pub in Caseyville. 605 North Main Street is where you'll find them. Call them for carryout orders at 618-855-9007. Collinsville wins this one here tonight, 7-0. Post-game show comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahawk games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahawk fans' pub of choice. Caseyville VFW Post 1117 Auxiliary supports the VFW with post projects and fundraiser events. The Caseyville VFW Auxiliary also provides donations and sponsorship for veterans in need, Jefferson Barracks in St. Louis, the Caseyville Food Pantry, outreach programs, summer lunches for students in the Collinsville Unit 10 School District, and now the Kahok Sports Network. Plus, sponsoring CHS programs like band, theater, and sports. If you would like to provide support or join the Caseyville VFW Auxiliary, contact the Caseyville VFW Post 1117 at 618-344-9878. Is it finally time to start doing what you've been talking about doing for years? Start making those plans right now and let Northwestern Mutual help you plan your future. Former Kahok Joe Philpott can help you get started with that plan today. Joel Philpott, a financial advisor with Northwestern Mutual, can help build a plan specifically for you with a wide range of financial options and the flexibility to change that plan as your priorities change. To get started on your future, give Joel Philpott a call today at Northwestern Mutual's Fairview Heights office at 618-606-2022. Spend your life living with Northwestern Mutual. Call Joel Philpott today, 618-606-2022. Want to catch some of the best live music in Collinsville from a band of all Collinsville area residents? Look no further than Sonically Pleasing. Sonically Pleasing with former Kahok Logan Carlisle, his dad Tim, along with Caleb Tanzius, play some of the best rock and roll hits from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and beyond. You can catch Sonically Pleasing at some of the area's finest venues, as well as book Sonically Pleasing for your private event or party. To put some music in your life, it's Sonically Pleasing. Check out Sonically Pleasing's Facebook page for upcoming live show dates and to book them for your special event or to call to book that event at 618-401-0052. Pleasing live rock music for your ears. Sonically Pleasing, 618-401-0052. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jason Regg, your Benjamin F. Edwards financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jason Regg is a proud supporter of your Collinsville Kahawks and the Kahok Sports Network, as well as the Kahok Educator of the Month Award. For all of your investment needs, see financial advisor and investment vice president Jason Regg at the Benjamin F. Edwards office in Collinsville, located at 1008 Vandalia Street, or call Jason Regg at 618-223-5215 or visit benjaminfedwards.com. Benjamin F. Edwards, member SIPC. Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahawk games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahawk fans' pub of choice.
And we welcome you back into the LC's Pub post-game show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Collinsville wins this one here tonight by a score of 7-0. Collinsville with 3 goals in the first half, 4 more in the second half, including the last goal on the night, which was a penalty kick by Rodrigo Hernandez Mendoza. Chris Munoz gets a hat trick tonight. He scored the first goal of the game and then had back-to-back goals to start the second half. Juan Carlos Doria picks up his second goal of the year. Mikey Suarez and TJ Carter pick up their first goals of the year. Braden Henson, not only does he get a clean sheet in goal tonight, but he also got a nice assist on that third Munoz goal of the night that came with 18:07 left to play in that second half. And Collinsville rolls over the Alton Redbirds by a final score of 7-0. Big thank you to Coach Rob Lugge joining us in the pregame show. Another thank you to Brett Borm joining us on the other microphone, and Chris Kettler over there taking care of the camera work for us tonight. We appreciate everybody's help. We're back at you Thursday from Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Little volleyball action as Collinsville will play host to the Alton Redbirds, and then we will round out our week on the first night of the Italian Fest as the Rams of Mount Vernon High School invade Kahok Stadium to take on your Collinsville Kahawks, and that's a 7 o'clock kickoff. But until then, my name is Todd Duke. Everybody have yourselves a fantastic rest of your Tuesday.